Just popped that and it's bent. What do you think? It's thin, half real size. Back out at the site of episode 4. If you haven't watched that, you need to go watch it. That was a pretty spectacular day for silvers. It's very early. It is 06:30. I want to get an early start on the day before it gets too hot. Still optimistic about this field. It just continues to produce like nothing else, like nowhere else I've detected. So we'll see what we do. Get back to you on the first find. Been here for a few minutes. Dug a few pieces of trash, some old brass, one piece of lead. I just popped my first button for the day. Thought it was a penny at first, but I see the shank mark on it. Still see a little bit of gold gilt left on it. Good start. May have 2 buttons in a row here. Yep. Missing the shank. These buttons are early to mid 1800s. Brass buttons, one piece flat buttons. Usually would have been silver washed or maybe with some gold gilt. Could have been just plain brass. Cool finds. Found a few of these now, the last few times I've been out here. Another musket ball. Could be pre-Civil War. Could be Civil War. I know I've said it before in my other videos about this place that there was a little bit of Civil War activity here. Found other buttons and bullets. This is about a, I don't know, probably a 50 cal musket ball. Old history. Okay, got something here a little small and round, and I do think it's a button. See a shank back here. Eyelet. Thought maybe it might be a 2-piece, but it's just going to be a 1-piece. And I just broke the shank off. You see where it was? Very brittle. Gotta be gentle with this old stuff. I don't see anything on it. You see it? You got a stripe visible on this one, clay marble. Did have some color on it. If I could hold my phone straight, I could see it. Nice little marble. This looks interesting. What do you think? Thinking probably a brass token, but that gold had me going there for a second. It's a button or a token 1. Boy, look at the gold gilt still left on it. Wow. Let's see if I can clean this up a little bit, see what it looks like. Well, this gives you some idea of what they would have looked like, the buttons they would have looked like with the gold gilt on it. Both sides. That would have been a very fancy button. I like that. All right, now we just have to get some silver. I have a tacoed either button or possibly large cent. Probably going to be a button. No, maybe it is a coin. Let me see if I can clean it up, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm assuming it's sort of an odd-shaped big dandy button. That's what they call them. I can't make out anything on it. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home a little better, but I think that's what it's going to be, some kind of odd-shaped big flat button. I'm out right by the edge of the road here. A lot of trash in this area, so I usually avoid it, but I'm going back over some places. Got a good signal. I think I see some reeded right there. The sun's playing with me again. Let's see what we got together. It's quarter size. Yeah, you can see the reeds there. Give me a barber or standing liberty. I think it's going to be a standing liberty. I think I see the eagle wings right there. That would be cool. I think that's what that's going to be. Yep. That is cool right there. Get this back. They're always pretty worn, or at least the ones I dig usually are. Standing Liberty quarter. The date would have been right down here at the bottom. But they were in a bad place and they usually wear off very easily. I think this is only my third or fourth Standing Liberty quarter I've ever dug. They're pretty hard to come by, at least for me. This is the kind of stuff that is pretty typical of an old home site. Little brass spoon. Add to the collection. Finally got something here. This plowed field is a little harder than I thought it would be, just kind of uneven rough. But I just popped that and it's bent. What do you think? It's thin, half real size. Let's see what we have here. It's holed. It is worn down. Yep, half real. I can't tell the variety. Give me just a second here. Let me clean this up and see if I can get it better in the camera. Alright, I've got an ID on it. It's a 1786 Carlos III half real. I can't get a mint mark. It's right there above the M. I can't see it though. So these flip sideways. 1786. Hold Carlos III. I don't have that year. I was able to straighten it out a little bit. I may can do it more once I get back home. That's a very cool find right there. Somebody was wearing that. Might be getting on a little hot spot here. It's something round and green. Probably a button. Zoomed in, sorry about that. What is it? Yep, it's gonna be a nice button. Question is there anything on it? Alright, if there is, I will come back and show you. If not, that's still a cool button with the shank intact. This is almost a surface find. I just kind of kicked it. And that is a complete boot heel plate. Likely Civil War soldier. Complete one. I found a few complete ones before. They would have used that as a extra grip on the bottom of the heels of their boots. Very cool piece. All right, well, I'm back at the house. I'm gonna do a quick wrap up. Ended up being a pretty good day. Got quite a few Civil War relics. Got the silver, got some mold buttons, got a few miscellaneous pieces. Not a lot of trash for the day. There's a spoon that I down there. I'll keep that out. Add that to my utensil collection. There's a key down in there. Some other junk. So here's the board. Start over here on this side, I guess. Got the two brass doorknobs. This one looks really early. Not sure about this piece. It has some silver wash on it and some little design. I don't know. I thought it might have been be a ring, but I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Got a little bottle I picked up. Jump over here, I guess. Some of this stuff I didn't get on video, and partly because I didn't know what it was at the time. And that includes these two pieces down here, but got quite a bit of lead, just some lead pieces, and then some musket balls. This is a fired musket ball. You can see how it's kind of flattened there, hit a hard surface. Don't know what. Different calibers here. The two boot heel plates, I think I got one of those recorded. I think it was the complete one. These two pieces I did not get on video. Kind of wish I did. This is a piece of a musket butt plate. So this would have gone at the very bottom or the end of the stock, the piece that you put up against your arm. It's called a butt plate, just a brass piece. But this came off of an early musket, likely Civil War, because this is a Civil War site. Had some Civil War activity there. So that's a really cool piece. And in this piece, I've never dug one of these before. Have any ideas on that? This is the top to a powder flask, a gunpowder flask. So there would have, I'll throw a picture up here to show you, but this would have been attached to a brass or a copper powder flask, and you would have pushed this little lever, and it would have opened up, and you would dump this down and charge your musket. Put gunpowder into it. So that's a really cool piece. Wish I would have found the rest of the flask, but that's a cool piece there. Move over to the center. Ended up getting 3 clay marbles. This has the stripes on it, and it does have a glaze as well. The other two are just plain. Several flat buttons. This is some type of, I think it's a big, oddly shaped dandy button. Can't see any design on it. Not in good shape. And then the flat buttons, this is the really, has all the gold gilt still left on it. You just drop these in lemon juice and that gold just pops right back out. So that's a cool button. Some of these I can get the maker's back mark off of them. That one's toasted. And then the two silvers. The Standing Liberty quarter. No date visible, would have been right down here. These are just really cool looking coins. I think one of the better looking coins that the United States ever minted. I think this is the third SLQ that I've ever dug. They just weren't minted for long and not a lot in circulation, so those are always fun to find. And then the really old silver, 1786. 1786. This is a Carlos III Spanish half real. It is hold. They would have kept it on a piece of string tied around their wrist or as a necklace. Let's see, these flip. Always these go sideways. Nope, had it right the first time. Pretty bad shape. Still an awesome piece of early U.S. history. And these were legal tender. These Spanish silver coins were legal tender in the United States, in the colonies, certainly, but then after we became a nation, up until, I think it was 1857. So that's a very cool piece. 1786. So there you go. There's the wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button so you can see more. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at I_dig_history. See you guys next time.